Hey guys, it's a really cold morning on Oxford Street, but I was kind of in the mood to do a little bit of drugstore shopping, and I wanted to take you to one of my favorite places on Oxford Street because there's a Boots and a Superdrug like right next door. So we're gonna do a little bit of drugstore shopping. So let's go inside.
Dreaming of the green and gold, just like the ancient stone, every sunrise.
They always keep the new stuff here. This is like the new things, or like the special offers. So basically you get one of these free if you spend £12 or more on Bourjois things. I can honestly spend all my life hanging around swatching lipstick. Real Techniques are the bomb. They're so good. Okay, we're trying to film without getting caught, but I'm going to show you guys my top 3 drugstore beauty buys if you ever come to London, because I get asked that question a lot. So let's go this way. Number 1 would be these nail polishes, the Superstay 7-Day. They're so good. They last like actually longer than 7 days. They're amazing. And the shade range is really nice too. So that's number 1. Number 2, this is really hard because I honestly love so much from L'Oreal Paris, but it has to be these eyeshadows. They're small little single eyeshadows, and they're so buttery and creamy and pigmented, and they last long, and basically anyone from like a beginner to super advanced and obsessed with makeup will love them. Last favorite. This is so hard narrowing it down to 3, but my last favorite has to be the Bourjois Healthy Balance Powder. I've used this for so long, and it's the lightest, airiest, mattifying with a kind of luminosity to it powder, and you can build it up as much as you want. So if you're reapplying powder throughout the day like I do, it doesn't kind of separate on your skin. So this is another really, really good drugstore buy. Okay, I have a few things in my basket. I think we're gonna check out Superdrug as well, because there are some brands that each one like doesn't carry. So come on. Got it, let's go. If you come into Superdrug, you guys have to check out Sleek. This is one of my favorite brands, and I think they only stock it in Superdrug. And basically all their cheek products are amazing. Like they have highlighting palettes, cheek and eye palettes, contour palettes. They're so good. I think my favorite, if I had to choose, putting myself in all these tough choosing decisions today, but I think would be the Blush by 3, these ones, because it's like 3 different blush shades in one like really nice, sleek, get it, palette. Or actually, no, I changed my mind. Actually, the eyeshadow palettes are so good. So, both of those.
Just like the ancient stone, every sunrise, I know those eyes you gave to me, that let me see where I come from.
Okay, I'm on the way home with my bags and stuff, and I wanted to show you guys, because I'm going to show you everything when I'm home, but I thought I'd show you my most exciting purchase, which is this Smokey eyeshadow palette by Max Factor, and I still have swatches on my hands, which reminds me, oh my gosh, what I wanted to tell you was if you're going to the drugstore, or like Boots or Superdrug, you need these with you, like a little packet of tissues, because otherwise you just end up with like lipstick swatches, if you're anything like me, like all over everywhere. So wipe these off. So now I'm back at home. I have not 1, but 2 bags to show you. So I'm going to start with Boots because that's where we went first. I picked up quite a few things. I wasn't really expecting to buy this many things. The first thing I got was one of the Real Techniques brushes. Now, if anyone is ever asking me what is the best kind of drugstore brand of brushes, I always say Real Techniques. And I think my sister stole my stippling brush from me because it seems to be missing. And whenever something beauty related is missing, it's always my sister. So I got another one of those. And then I saw Bourjois had a new range in their collection, and I love the Bourjois foundations, the Healthy Balance. I think it's the Healthy Mix, actually, it's called, and the Healthy Mix Serum. Some of my favorite ranges of foundations and concealers. And this is the City Radiance foundation. And I like this because it said SPF 30 on it. So I was like, okay, foundation with SPF for the day. I can do that. This is a concealer, but it's quite a fancy looking concealer. It has this like matte kind of glass packaging and one of these sort of applicators, like a doe foot applicator. I absolutely can't even tell you how much I love this product, the Rimmel Magnifies. It's a dual-ended kind of eyeshadow crayon. On one side is the actual like swipe and go sort of eyeshadow, and the other one's more of a pencil type. And these are just so easy. I have another shade, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll leave the name to it below, which is more of a cream and brown color, and I wanted like a more kind of quick smoky eye 2-in-1. So I picked that up, and then I also thought this looked really interesting. It's a 17 Matte Miracle Skin Primer. Now I haven't tried too much from 17, so I wanted to give this a go. I felt the tester and it felt really nice. It felt like the Makeup Forever mattifying primer, but that one is a bit intense. I feel like this feels a bit lighter and a bit more nourishing than that one. And it actually says 22-hour shine control, very precise. So I already told you guys about these, one of my top 3 drugstore beauty buys. These are the L'Oreal Color Riche L'Ombre Pure eyeshadows. This is the shade 201. It's my favorite shade. I think one of my favorite shades of the bunch. The annoying thing about these is that they break so often. Like if you are quite, not careless, but like sometimes I'll just like put something down, and because my vanity's mirrored, it just kind of like presses, the pressure's kind of a bit too much and it breaks and blah blah. Anyway, basically be careful with these because they break really easily because it's kind of like a pressed pigment. I finally got my hands on this shade. I've loved the Max Factor creamy blushes for so long, and there's the shade, I think it's called Soft Pink, which I always use, but this shade, which is called Soft Copper, I always see online, or like I always see when I'm looking up reviews of it or something, but I never actually see it in store, and it's just like a very neutral matte color. So I'm excited to try this, and I love how cute and dinky they are. They're so small. There was a new product from Maybelline, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna think of this because it doesn't really sound like me, but I was kind of intrigued by it anyway. And it's the Brow Drama Pomade Crayon. And what shade did I get? Doesn't have a shade. Oh, medium brown. So you basically like swipe it on your brows, and then I think that's all you do, but it's quite a creamy consistency. So I'm kind of confused by this. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. So maybe I'll do a first impressions on this, because this is quite an interesting little product. One of my favorite really simple, easy eyeshadows is this one. It's the Natural Collection Milk Chocolate, and I haven't picked this up in a while. I think this is actually kind of a throwback because I think this is one of the first products I ever wrote about on my blog, because it's just like a really good transitional color. You can use it as a contour as well, and it's matte, and it's just really good. It's very similar to MAC Cork. It's a bit more cool tone than MAC Cork if you're looking for a little dupe. And then lastly, I got this very brown lipstick. It's the Kate Moss by Rimmel number 48. I love these. I have nothing bad to say about the Kate Moss lipsticks. They're so creamy and buttery, and they're really good, easy lipsticks. Okay, so moving on to my Superdrug things. And these are like the bigger things. I got another one of my favorite shampoo. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil Shampoo. I go through shampoo for some reason way faster than I go through conditioner. I think I'm only like down to there with my conditioner, and I finished the whole thing of shampoo. So need another one of these. I don't know why that happens. I feel like maybe I just use it too much. I was kind of intrigued by this range. It's not a range I've ever really paid attention to or tried before, and it's the Vitamin E skincare range. I think it's just by Superdrug itself. I think so, it doesn't really say. But I got the dual phase cleansing oil because I love cleansing oils. I'm such a lazy makeup remover person, and I try so hard to not use wipes, and I'm okay at not using wipes. But basically with a cleansing oil, I just, this has a kind of weird little applicator. I'll just like squirt a bit into my hand, put it all over my dry face, and wash it off with a flannel, and hopefully this is gonna take off like all my makeup in one go. So that's what some of my other cleansing oils do. And then I also got the Gentle Oatmeal Exfoliator, which sounded really nice, and my skin's being a bit dry and combination and all those kind of weird things that skin does sometimes, so hopefully this can sort it out as well. This is something that caught my eye and I swatched it. I think I said this on the way home actually, that this is like my most exciting purchase. It's this Max Factor eyeshadow palette. So I'm looking at this now. You have 3 matte shades. One is like a very nice crease color and the rest are shimmers. This is a really great palette. I have high hopes for this. Bit of a boring one, but if you're after a drugstore mascara, this brand does some of my favorites, the Max Factor mascaras. And I need a waterproof mascara right now. I ran out of, I think I was using the Estee Lauder one. So I got the False Lash Effect waterproof mascara. If you like plastic brushes, look to Max Factor because they wiggle for you and they stay steady. And they just last absolutely ages as well. Last but not least, I picked up these 2 cute little things. The new launches from Maybelline. I think they're expanding on their Baby Lips range. And this is Baby Lips Balm and Blush. So I think you twist it open and it has this little cute pot here. And I guess you just put this on your lips and your cheeks. So I got a pink one. I wonder how sheer they are. Should we swatch? Oh, they're pretty sheer. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty sheer. I'm a sucker for packaging and I fell for it. I totally fell for the cute packaging. So that is everything I picked up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to do a little bit of a different style and show you my favorite places that I go and pick up some new beauty things. And I want to show you what I got as well. So I really hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in my next video. Bye!